Welcome to Redacted, a show about video games and video game-related things. I'm Sean. This week we have EJ.
Hello.
Tim.
Yo, yo, yo.
And Lucci.
Hey.
This is for the week of April 14th, 2015. We're going to start out with the new releases. Tim, go ahead.
Well, first up on the docket, we have Mortal Kombat for
That's
PS4,
10.
Xbone, and PC.
Mortal Kombat X.
We have Titan Souls for PS4, Vita, and PC. Tilelicious Delicious Tiles for Wii U. A real winner of a game there.
Did you just have a stroke?
I smell toast.
Okay.
A-Train City Simulator for 3DS. 3D Fantasy Zone 2 Double for 3DS. And now on to PC. We have GTA 5 is finally coming to PC this week. The Reject Demon Tokyo Chapter 0 Prelude. Westerado Double Barreled. Brother Against Brother, The Drawing of the Sword. Elementary My Dear Majesty. Telepath Tactics. Bloodbath Kavkaz. And Crystal Riff.
Crystal Meth. Got it.
Jesse!
It's a light week, isn't it? It's not a whole lot.
It's a wonderful week for gaming.
It's a Mortal Kombat week.
Mortal
Kombat! Stop it.
Yes. I don't care.
We know.
We're
terrible,
well aware.
Terrible fighting
What,
system.
You were saying you were going over some things like the skins that are coming out and all that for it, and there's a $150 version with a bust of Scorpion.
Not a bust.
Scorpion
It's
statue.
a character.
Is it? Oh, is it statue? Okay, so okay.
It's actually a pretty decent looking character statue.
Cool.
It's decent by
I've never heard of the company that did it.
by Course. I've never heard of
Yeah.
them.
Course with a C, not a K.
Yeah, Course with a C. Yeah, you get the Mortal Kombat 10 Scorpion figurine by Course, a certificate of authenticity, if the actual physical copy wasn't authentic enough, and gold Scorpion skin and combat pack downloadable content. And if you pre-order it, you get Goro as a playable character.
I saw that. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. But more than likely, Goro's going to end up being a playable character.
Yeah, is
anyway.
that Goro it unlocks so you don't have to unlock him in the game, or just
I don't know.
because having Goro being not included in the vanilla game is retarded.
Will be available day of launch as a playable character to those who pre-order.
Are they?
Doesn't say if
are
it'll
they
be
gonna
available later.
day of launch,
That's
but will
stupid,
be
yeah.
available.
Are they going to be doing the same sort of stuff they were doing with Killer Instinct, where there are
No.
seasons of DLC? No.
No.
Good.
Nether Realms aren't dicks.
Yeah.
Well,
Not on the level of Microsoft or who made Killer Instinct.
I don't know who.
Rareware, I think.
Rare.
Yeah, it was
Rare.
Rare.
Did they do season 1 or season 2 because it switched?
Did it?
Yep.
Oh, I was talking about the original one. I don't know if... I know there was a whole process of getting it away from Rare, which I believe is owned by Nintendo, if I remember correctly.
Rare is owned. I thought Microsoft bought them.
Well,
I could be wrong.
Microsoft. I think Microsoft bought Rare, but I don't know.
I don't know.
Double Helix Games, Iron Galaxy Studios, Rare Limited, Microsoft Studios are the 4 studios that are listed as the developers for the new Killer Instinct.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I almost had to go to the second page of Google for what came in the combat pack.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was like the last entry on the first page. But you get 4 characters. You get Jason Voorhees, Tanya, Predator, and Tremor, and you get a bunch of skins. The one that we were all splooging ourselves about was the Predator skins. You get Commando Johnny, Infrared Scorpion, and Carl Weathers as Jax.
Which is amazing.
Look up Carl Weathers, kids.
And if the first image on the search isn't him and Arnold doing that the handshake with the bicep off, you're doing it wrong, internet.
Well, so in other game news, Square Enix released a trailer this past week.
Yeah, they did.
More specifically, they seem to make the announcement on Twitch.
They went to start to do like an announcement on Twitch where they had like a dude in a room that was like he was either a prisoner or being experimented on, and the tagline was "Can't fight progress."
Right.
Which led
can't fight the future. I
No,
think. Was it
progress? Or can't stop progress. Let me double check that.
Can't stop the future, or can't fight. The future.
No, can't fight the future was a line from like the Human Revolution.
Can't stop the
The
Rock.
trailer. He can never stop the Rock. He's too big.
His bicep is as
Well,
big
whatever.
as Arnold.
But the tagline was let everyone start to think that it was a Deus Ex sequel, and then
And then they confirmed it.
no, a Russian website leaked
Oh.
some screenshots, and then Game Informer was like, "Screw it," and just like released the cover and the article like a day before the official announcement, and then it got yanked like 2 or 3 hours later.
Oh wow.
But it's Deus Ex: Mankind Divided,
Right.
and it takes place 3 years after Human Revolution, 2 years, 2 or 3 years.
Right.
And it looks fantastic.
It does look really,
It's
really awesome.
yeah, and it's Adam working for an international terrorist task force for Interpol,
Right.
which I'm pretty sure is probably going to become UNATCO
Okay.
from the original game, because there's still about 20-some years before the events of the original.
Right.
So there's got to link some more stuff up,
Gotcha.
and it fits the timeline as to when UNATCO was founded.
Okay.
But I'm so looking forward
I
to
can't
it.
remember anything of the original games. I have to go back and replay those, and
I
I actually have
haven't-
to finish Human Revolution.
You need to do that.
I haven't
I have
played Deus
time
Ex since
now,
the
but-
first one launched. So,
You need to play Human Revolution.
I've got
It's
other
fantastic.
games to play.
Yeah, no, but none that are as good.
Whatever you say, casual.
Shut the fuck up.
I haven't played it yet either, or any of them, but I have the last one.
Human Revolution.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just haven't played it yet.
So
It looked cool. I didn't really feel the need to play it, though.
But yeah. Well, if that's all we've got on that one.
I guess.
Well, there's not much else
Yeah,
out.
no,
There's
yeah, no,
there was no
they-
release date. There was no
Right. They were. I mean, they released a trailer.
It's PC, PS4, and Xbox One. The trailer, I was surprised at how not finished because it was a CG trailer, but
Yeah.
there was new music that was written for it because it's Michael McCann doing the score again.
Oh, cool.
But they've apparently been the team working on has apparently been working on it for a while, so it's probably
Pretty close to done.
hopefully next holiday season,
Yeah. Oh, that'd be nice.
if not next 2016 quarter
If
4
they're,
maybe.
if they're
Quarter 3.
if it were ready for Nintendo November December release, I could see it going up and actually possibly doing pretty well against Halo 5.
Probably, maybe. I figure we'll get a date for it at E3 with gameplay.
Well, let's find out.
But the screenshots that they've released are gorgeous.
Yeah, it looks pretty badass.
Yeah.
So Destiny has announced they're going to be adding a feature called Item Lock that'll protect against
accidentally.
dismantling weapons.
So people don't do what we did.
Many times.
Many
Yeah,
times.
did you guys do that on a couple of characters? Like you had a full loadout on one character and you just deleted the character.
I know I deleted the character because I hated the character.
Yeah, but
because
you-
it was a hunter.
It was
and
a
I
hunter,
just-
yeah.
And anything I left on it, I intentionally just like left things on there just because I didn't want them
Now
anymore.
you were whining about something you left on there. I don't remember if it was a weapon.
I think
or
it was Atheon's epilogue.
Oh yeah, I think that's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah, I had some exotic, or at least legendary. I was I redid my Titan, and I was like, oh well, everything's gone. Just delete my Titan. Oh, that stuff I could have still used.
I was getting all butthurt about it because I don't get the regular weapon drops. I only get Gallahorns.
That's right. You've got like 15 of them or something, don't you?
I'm trying. I'm slowly working my way up to that teaser pick for the Vault expansion where it's just 36 Gallahorns. I'm getting there. I'm working my way up.
Yeah.
Well, they also mentioned that the ammunition in Destiny's player versus player matches is going to be changing. The ammo drops are going to be set to like a rare section, like basically just going to be harder to get. They're going to be rarer, and high damage weapons will be more limited.
It's
Boo.
the PvP aspect of Destiny is just keeps constantly getting nerfed.
Well, yeah, they want that's, and I think that's what they want to try to. Well,
it kind of sucks because
they want to make special ammo more special in player versus player.
That I'm fine with. Nerfing like the different better weapons. I think it's one of the things that makes Destiny multiplayer a bit more fun. Like if you do put more time into it, and you are not an amazing PvPer, it gives you like that slight edge where you can do better and take somebody else out quicker because you have a better weapon.
The problem with it is with how they're nerfing everything in PvP is that it's not they're putting it under the guise of balancing, but it's not balancing when you just try kind of make like every weapon the same. It doesn't really matter what weapon you bring in, so there's no real need to like work for any weapons. Just pick up a weapon and go.
Right.
And that's not how PvP should work. How gameplay should work even. You shouldn't have to just worry about getting a weapon. You want to work for getting the weapon that you want.
Right.
And for the longest time, it was the Mythic class, because the Mythic class was badass, and it was really hard to get. And I understand it getting its first nerf because of how overpowered in PvP it was.
Right.
But ever since that first nerf, they just have nerfed it and nerfed it and nerfed it into the ground.
That's one
this
thing
last nerf has really made it not.
It's
you don't
unusable.
Really need to use it.
Yeah.
It's even
that's
worse
one thing
than
I never quite got was the thing with the player versus player stuff. The special, all the weapons and stuff were supposed to be like all their specials were supposed to be knocked down, so there was more even ground, wasn't there? I thought it was only Iron Banner that any of the special abilities for those weapons worked.
No, special abilities and things with the guns
you
work.
You still get all the perks with the weapons, but
the overall damage percentages were kind of knocked.
Is that what
down.
it is?
Yeah,
Okay.
the damage was knocked down, but you still got the perks with it, which the perks were what made each weapon unique and better.
Okay.
yeah, and it's working for perks now with PvP. It's not even like I don't like how they're nerfing everything for PvP, and it's really affecting PvE.
Gotcha. Well, the all the details will be provided in the patch notes for update 1.1.2, which is still being described
determined.
as weeks away.
Yeah. They actually have it finalized.
Do they?
They're just looking for a release window.
Okay, cool.
They said the new weekly update said it was going to be within 2-3 weeks.
Okay, cool. So, but yeah, we'll look for it. And I'm sure we'll end up doing a patch notes video like we have
every time. They say Tuesday, but it comes out on Monday.
Yeah.
You should figure out how to tell time, Bungie.
They do everything based off of where are they based out of? Washington?
Yes.
Yeah, Washington State.
Yeah, Washington State.
So it's midnight their time.
Yeah.
No,
So it's Tuesday
patch,
their time.
No, the patches go up usually 1 or 2 a.m. their time.
Yeah, it is.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's because
But-
they're trying to lessen the impact globally in general.
I guess, but they say that it'll come out on the reset time on Tuesdays, but it always comes out on Monday
Right.
at like 1 or 2 in the morning on Monday.
But speaking about games with online capabilities, Nintendo shooter Splatoon isn't going to have voice chat, according to the creator.
Because Nintendo.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, he's stating that it's basically just because people are just really negative. You know, people insult just like the insults and everything. And while I kind of agree with them, it's really having an online shooter without a voice.
Yeah, but
chat
it's
is
not
kind of-
exactly like it's Splatoon. It's a kids shooter.
Yeah,
But it's also very team-based. It's team-oriented.
that's the problem. And
Well, yeah, so's Call of Duty, and you can play that with turning chat off. So, I agree that like at least give the option, but it's no big deal.
Yeah, well,
either way.
that's the thing. It's taking away the that's what I have a problem with, is the fact of, okay, well, maybe I don't mind getting insulted or yelled at or whatever.
But it's a kid's game.
It's also Nintendo.
Yeah.
They also probably don't know how to program turning chat on or off.
That
Because
would
Nintendo.
that would it would have to be integrated in with their friend code.
I'm loving my 3DS.
Just keep telling yourself that.
Uh-huh.
I love my 3DS. I love my new 3DS. I love my new 3DS.
I love my new 3DS.
I love my new 3DS.
So how much Pokemon have you played on it?
I
Keep drinking the Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
The new
I
Kool-Aid.
don't play Pokemon.
So what games do you play on your new 3DS? Pokemon, or Pokemon?
Monster Hunter.
Oh yeah, there is Monster Hunter.
I play Monster
I
Hunter.
forgot Monster Hunter is still a thing.
Yeah, it's still a thing.
So just to finish this one up, Splatoon is coming out to Wii U on May 29th. That's all of it. Moving on.
Traveling recently, I've gotten lots of street passes because I'm going to airports.
That's right. Because you can turn that on and in like public areas, right?
Yeah.
So here's a question.
No, Nintendo comes out of a closet and shoots him in the head if he turns it on in public.
Here's a question. What the hell is Street Pass?
It's really retarded. It really is. But
I love my
highly
3DS.
It's a thing that's pretty much just for kids. It doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah, basically all it is you have the Wi-Fi is on your 3DS, and if you walk by somebody else who has a 3DS, they exchange your Wii character or your Mii characters, and then it comes like some of their information comes over to you. They have this little like, hi, nice to meet you, and there's like a couple mini games that you can play.
Yeah, there are a couple like.
So is
I know, highly addicting though.
So is this Nintendo's version of Tinder?
Yeah, it pretty much.
Yeah,
is.
that's exactly what that is.
except you like everybody.
Well, because it's Nintendo, so they don't know how to dislike anybody. Except for their customers.
Love me.
Yeah.
Nesamiibo. What?
Wait, what? There was an Amiibo?
Yeah, it was the whole thing.
So,
I think you
for
were
about
There
5
was.
minutes. Yes, there was.
So, did anybody see the in-game footage for Battlefront 3? Like the in-game rendering?
I didn't think that was released yet.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, the actual Star Wars page, I think it was the Star Wars page on Facebook.
Excuse me.
Put up a video for in-game engine footage. It's just like, it's very, very basic. It's like character modeling and principal photography for it.
Is that what they showed at E3 last year?
They rendered it into the maybe a little bit, but this looked like a little bit more in depth because it actually had the in-game.
You mean Battlefront 3?
Yeah, Battlefront 3.
Yeah,
Okay.
Battlefront 3.
No, this is Battlefront. There's
Yeah,
no-
he said Battlefield initially,
Oh.
which is why I was
Same
confused.
difference. It's the same thing. It's Battlefield, but Star Wars. Same thing.
There's significantly less metachlorians in Battlefield.
There are significant.
Metachlorians get a bad rap. They are misunderstood.
Now that they've been explained after the fact,
Yes.
like a parsec.
People.
Just saying. With the slight tie-in to that, we went to Dave & Buster's last night.
Yeah, we did.
Had a great time, especially since they now have these things called battle pods.
Okay, I haven't seen these yet.
So
I think I'm going to be at a Dave & Buster's for a friend's bachelor party.
you'll appreciate this. Basically, they're just like one person like playing booths that you like enter into, and
Okay.
they're like pod shaped. But you go into them and inside it's basically got a projector like above your head and
Okay.
a curved screen.
Okay.
To give you more immersion. And there's like a Flight Sim one, but there's also a Star Wars one.
Oh.
There's a Star Wars Battle Pod.
That's awesome.
It was
So good.
I played it like 4 or 5 times. It was
And
great.
Speaking of which, why didn't you assholes invite me?
One my thing.
Yeah. And I just forgot.
Yeah, you forget.
Well, it was more because it was for my brother's birthday.
I know.
We were taking a van down, so anybody else who wanted to come had to drive
I'm
separate.
just giving you a
so-
hard time. I don't care.
I know, but I love you.
Oh no, it was a dice thing.
Is it dice?
That makes more sense.
But yeah, really freaking cool. Basically its own cockpit. The only weird thing was like if you talk in there, the acoustics in there, like you can hear yourself.
It's a weird echo.
Yeah, weird
because
echo.
the dome.
Yeah. But it's all dome and very cool, and you have a flight stick control and a throttle.
Yeah.
And like that's basically it. It's pretty straightforward. Some of the levels are hard as heck, though. Like they're just almost impossible.
So what you're saying is my Elite Dangerous setup has been one-upped.
Yeah,
But I could also build one of these at home.
You need six more monitors.
I have projectors.
Yeah, he has projectors.
You could do it yourself.
Yeah, you can do it yourself. Like I can do it at home. But yeah, I was thinking about that. Going, how much would one of these cost? Nah, I can build it. But it was very impressive, a lot of fun. I think I was the only one who did the speeder bike version of it,
wow,
which was
cool.
my personal favorite.
Just because, I did the Hoth mission, which I don't think is possible to beat.
It's really hard.
That interceptor can't be destroyed.
There's a lot.
And you have like 10 seconds to do it before it destroys the transport. It's impossible.
Slightly off topic. Well, kind of still on topic. They made a speeder bike quadcopter, a remote control quadcopter.
I saw that.
And so not only do they have that, which is really cool, someone did a video of two of them going through the redwood forest. So everything's to scale. It was the most awesome thing ever.
That's pretty freaking sweet. The other thing at Dave & Buster's that we noticed, and I retched a little over, is apparently arcades have this thing now where they use touchscreen TVs and they make you pay for free phone apps like Fruit Ninja and Doodle Jump. And
ticket games.
I didn't even think they were all ticket games.
Fruit Ninja was.
Fruit Ninja was? All right. Whatever. That's weird.
Yeah, that sounds like a ripoff.
I'm gonna go to an arcade to play a game I play on my phone. Awesome.
Or on my Kinect at home.
I thought there were already arcades with like Fruit Ninja on it, and it literally was just like a Kinect, and you played Fruit Ninja. You paid like $1 to play Fruit Ninja.
There probably were before, but these are like arcade like stands and boxes like set up for it.
I've seen a couple of local companies. What they'll do is they'll bring projectors and rear projector screens and set them up and let you game on them. I don't know what their costs are but it's something that I have some of the gear I could do. Like I've got like 2 extra projectors because I've had them for years, and when I replaced the one with my living room projector, I kept them as backups. Mm-hmm. So it's something that I've looked at. I'm like, you and I were talking about doing this at your old house because you had that raised deck and like that huge yard.
Oh yeah,
we were gonna set up like 300-inch screens side by side and just like deathmatch or head to head or whatever on them.
That would have been so much fun.
So it's as a business like idea, it's kind of cool. I don't know how well they do though, because I've definitely seen them set up like 4 or 5 at a time, and they'll set all the projectors up in the middle so everything's shooting out to the rear screen projectors. Then they charge a certain amount of money for a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
On the projectors. So.
Yeah, that was the only downside about the Star Wars Battle Pod was
you're enclosed.
Well, no, not they used like clear plastic so people could watch you play.
Oh, cool.
It was
tinted, but you
could.
But no, the whole fact that you I just lost my complete train of thought. That's awesome.
One player, single player. I think that's where you're going.
Oh no, it was the end
mind.
state. When if you beat a level and actually pass the level, you still have to pay for the next level.
Oh, you do?
Yes.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it was pretty much bullshit.
Screw that.
That's how long were the levels?
5 minutes.
How much? What was the price point on that?
Probably $3 a game.
I'm in the wrong goddamn business.
I know.
Jesus Christ.
It was, but
You
again, I
you
played
can't
4 or
really
5 games.
gauge how much it is because it's like, oh, to play this, you need 15 credits, or the most common one is like 6.4,
But it's
or some
about,
odd stupid
it's
number
about
like
5 credits per dollar at Dave & Buster's.
Ish.
Yeah, about.
Like I need to know conversion rates to game.
Yeah.
That. Side note, back to it was the Star Wars trailer was posted by EA on their Facebook, and it was a teaser trailer for their trailer next week.
I hate.
Wait. It was a teaser trailer for a trailer.
Where have you been for the last year? This is all people do now.
Yeah, it's true.
April 17th will be the official trailer for Battlefront 3.
I thought they were releasing it at a celebration.
The Project Greenlight, not yet, beta alpha release of Battlefront.
Capcom's doing it.
Capcom, I want Dragon's Dogma Online in the States.
Capcom, I want you to not be bad.
So there's a new store opened up online, and it's this goes back to the projectors we were talking about. It's gamerprojectors.com. They're offering custom built digital projectors for video games, just pretty much for gaming. They're going to be offering screens in the future. They've got
What's the website?
gamerprojectors.com. They've got, and I was really impressed when I saw this. They're running a sale right now. Their 1080p HDMI projector, the GPR 720, is $290, brand new.
All right.
That's kind of reasonable.
It's really, for what it is, it's really 50,000 hours of lamp life. It's a 3,000 lumen projector. Let's see. What was it? It was like 2 HDMIs, a composite input, 2 USB inputs. I mean, it's a cool little projector, and it's a business model size. It's only like 3.3 pounds, I think. I want to see what these guys are going to do in the future, because if this is their opening piece, I want to see what some of the stuff they have coming down the pipes. Like, seriously, this is really cool.
It sounds good.
And coming from someone who's used projectors for gaming TVs for a couple of years now, this is definitely the way to go. Because price wise, you can get a much bigger screen and without sacrificing any real image quality for a fraction of the cost of like a new TV. Like easily. But I'm really excited to see what these guys are going to do.
The bulbs where they get you though.
It really depends on what their. I don't know what their bulb cost is, but you've got 50,000 hours on it, and that's a lot longer than you think.
Yeah.
No, I know.
And 50,000 hours is normal, like for bulb life. Like it's within a good normal range.
Yeah, let me see if I'm reading that right, because it was like, for instance, the projector I have, which is a media projector. It's a Sony media projector.
50,000 hours,
Yeah.
150 watt LED lamp.
That alone is because the one I have is it's not LED. It's I can't remember what it is now. I'll cut that. But the bulb is only good for about 7,000 hours. But I haven't gone through 7,000 hours in like the 2 years that I've owned it.
Right.
So I mean, if you use it like a regular TV and you're not leaving it on when you leave the house for 6 hours, you're not leaving it on.
Who would do that with a projector?
People.
Fair.
Okay.
Yeah.
Terrible people.
I worked for a company that they used projectors in some of the rooms. So people would turn it on, leave it on all day, not use it for what they were doing, and then go home for the weekend and leave it on all weekend. Yeah. So, but 50,000 hours for a lamp is not bad. But like, depending on what the lamp is, that's only going to be $150, $200 per lamp. 50,000 hours, that's not bad.
No.
That's really not bad at all. So yeah, but these check these guys out and definitely keep an eye on them, because I want to see what they're going to do in the long term.
Redacted is not sponsored by whatever that website was.
And no, we aren't. But
give us money.
Yeah, give us a call. I'll take a projector. I can always use another projector if you want to talk. No, but it all looks really cool. So.
That's cool. I was busy watching Star Wars stuff.
Yeah.
I was watching Battlefront stuff because I'm super pumped about Battlefront.
I'll cut. This one's apparently gonna get heavily edited.
A decent amount of that was from the E3 trailer.
Yeah.
Some of it was.
What do you guys have? Anything?
Not really. The 360 just released bigger hard drive support, or they announced that they're gonna have bigger hard drive support.
Oh yeah. For the 360, they're gonna go up to what, 2 terabytes support.
And up to 2 drives at once.
Now is that
The preview program allows for drives up to 2 terabytes, and it'll also allow for a second external USB drive.
Okay.
So you can have two external drives.
So
instead of just one.
two external drives and a 2 terabyte, I guess, internal is what they're talking about.
No, because all the hard drives for the 360 are proprietary.
No, they aren't.
Yep.
For the 360?
Yeah, they are. They're absolutely proprietary.
Well, they're supposed to be.
They aren't. Take this from someone who's worked in
Yeah.
R&D
Yeah.
in that industry.
Yeah, but
They aren't.
But
Now for the Slims, if you buy, you can get like a $5 case from China, slap a laptop drive in, and
Yes.
slap it in, and it's good. The older ones, like the top,
more work.
Those, yeah.
that's a lot.
Those-
That's a lot more work. It's not worth it. But if you have a Slim, it's just the system was locked to read it as no longer than no bigger than a 500 gig. But if they're patching that in, then that's where you get a little different.
yeah, it may make it available for
Now-
the Slims.
now
the
the-
larger hard drives.
Yeah, I guess they're gauging interest is what they're doing. The question is though, the 2 terabyte drives. Are they talking about 2 terabytes all between all the drives you have plugged in? Like, can you have 1 terabyte drives plugged in USB, or they will support up to 2 terabyte drives?
Use of drives up to 2 terabytes.
So
Okay.
2 drives up to 2
So-
terabytes apiece. So you could potentially have 2 USB drives with 4 total terabytes.
Plus the
Plus the internal
500
hard-
gigs of
Yeah, okay.
yeah.
Well, that makes more sense then.
I mean,
and it will no longer reserve space ahead of time.
Okay.
speaking as someone who is
space
on
in
current
advance.
gen, though,
Meh. Yeah. No, this very much seems like a placation of people who, hey, we haven't forgotten about you. It's we got all this cool stuff coming out for this system, but here's this thing we might
not
do.
cool stuff. It's just basic support for a console they're still supporting.
No,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Is we got all this cool stuff coming out for this new
Yeah.
one, but hey, we'll toss you this maybe.
Microsoft is still supporting 360.
Yeah, kind of, maybe, sort of, kind of.
yeah.
Yeah, no, there.
No, they are.
No, yeah,
They're probably going to for a very long time, considering how well it did.
that's true.
And how there's like nothing on the Xbone.
There's some stuff.
I gotta get my.
There's
download
not a
my
lot.
cold games
It's
this
still
month.
early.
It's not a lot
It's still
exclusive,
early in
but
both.
it's still most titles that have come out are still cross-platform.
Yeah.
Speaking of something like what we were talking about the other day with when I was playing GTA 5 with you guys.
Yeah.
What were all the problems with the heist patch?
Oh right.
Oh yeah. Rockstar's looking into this, but basically what was happening, and I've experienced this like twice now. What has happened is that after the heist update, there's a slight glitch where you'll boot into GTA 5 and it'll ask you to go through your
I know I had to do the prologue again.
you had to do the
Like,
prologue
I was
again.
forced to do
you
the prologue
basically have
again.
to go through. It'll
I
reset.
never did the prologue when I made my character the first time. I skipped it.
It'll reset your all your custom settings because I had to turn my music back off. I had to redo the handbrake alternate. I had to turn because I'm playing on PS4. All your phone calls come through the speaker on the controller, which I wear full ear headphones, so all of a sudden I can't hear what's going on the phone
Well,
call.
neat idea.
It's a neat idea, but I can't use it.
Yeah, I can't use it.
One of the cool things about the PlayStation update, though, that they just put out, the big one, is you can now use for instance,
Spotify.
you can. I was talking about this earlier. You can stream supposedly because I haven't got this to work yet. You can stream Spotify music while you're in a game. So in GTA 5, I turn all the music off because I hate it. I can listen to whatever I want on Spotify through that, supposedly. Also, like the headphones you and I have, the Turtle Beach PX22s, which I love that headset. They've enabled it now, so you can put both your audio and chat through that headset, through the headphone jack
Oh, thank
on the controller.
God.
It's It's amazing. The only problem I have with that, but this negates it, the Spotify thing with the extra the music, the whole thing with me buying the PX22s was that auxiliary input, which I could use for my phone or music.
Right.
So, but with Spotify, I can still do that. So it was that was a really cool feature that kind of somehow slipped under the radar for me.
Yeah.
But
So back to the problems.
yeah,
So
what basically well I like I said, basically it just resets all your progress.
Well-
Not your progress. Your resets all your settings. You still have your character. I haven't
There
heard
was-
anything about anyone losing anything.
no.
But you have to redo your gamma settings. You have to redo your any
you
custom
lose-
settings you had.
Yeah, it basically just resets all
It just
the settings.
it resets you having done the prologue and all your basic settings, and they're working
and
on
you
a
still need to
patch.
do the tutorial. What were the glitches with the not playing the tutorial?
If you load from what I heard, from what I understand, if you load in and it asks you to reset your gamma settings, just go through and set everything up and play through the prologue. Because if you skip, because you can skip all that, but apparently people who are skipping all of that, they're the ones that are seeing this glitch come up more and more. Like I've seen it happen twice already. Because the first time I did it, I just skipped through everything. So, but Rockstar is apparently working on a patch for that.
Yeah, because I hated that I had to play through the prologue again.
Yeah, that was annoying.
That was really annoying.
My sister ran into that too. So she.
And that was after a 4.7 gig update.
Yeah.
So I couldn't even play it the day that I wanted to play it.
Oh, you want to talk about not being able to play it the day you wanted to play it? Grand Theft Auto 5 for PC. They allowed you. It's coming out in a couple of days.
Have you seen the graphical support for that so far?
Yeah, some
Like the
of it.
options?
Some of it, yeah.
Triple monitor supported just for you.
Yep. Yeah.
And
That's assuming my rig can run it triple monitor. I'm not sure. I have
3D
to check.
support as well.
But yeah, no. I pre-ordered it through Green Man Gaming. And I was able to pre-download and install it. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So they were
68 gig, right?
It was something. Yeah, it was like
67?
67, 68 gigs. It ran through the install. And I'm like, okay, cool. And I'm like, well, if it's I wasn't paying any attention to what date it was actually, because they've pushed it back like 2 or 3 times now. Yeah. It's like, oh, cool. I'll just sit. I didn't have anything to do this afternoon. Wait, I can't play this for 5 more days. Crap. So it's just sitting on my computer, and I'm.
That's how that goes.
Yeah.
Yep. I did that with DFO. We could pre-download to lessen the server load on it, and I couldn't play it for 2 days.
Yeah.
I was like, just sitting there going, I want to play it. I want to play it. I want to play it.
In fact, I think it's this Tuesday that
Tuesday.
That GTA. So you guys know where I'm not.
I wonder how broken it's going to be.
No, it's not going to be broken.
I left the Destiny beta installed on my
Well, we
PS4
also said
for a
that
long time.
Assassin's
So did
Creed
I.
Unity wouldn't be broken.
Yeah,
Master
but
Chief Collection wouldn't be
Those
broken.
are all rushed out, whereas Rockstar will actually push a game to polish it so it won't be that broken.
I left the Destiny Alpha installed on my PS4 for about the same amount of time.
I think I still have the Fable 3 Pub Games app on my 360 somewhere.
Oh wow.
Fable 2. I'm sorry, Fable 2.
Fable 2.
2 or 3.
The-
Might have been 3.
It might have been 3.
Either way, it was 2.
Was it?
Absolutely 2. It was stupid.
Meh.
Yeah, I remember playing that like 7 years ago, 8 years ago.
I remember not playing it because I didn't have an Xbox.
You're lost, buddy.
What'd I lose?
I don't know. Life.
I couldn't play Fable, Gears of War, or Halo.
We're at I think they're about 30 minutes, and it sounds like we're starting to run out of stuff. Anyone got anything else?
No.
No, I think we're
I
through.
think we're done. I was just continuously geeking out about Battlefront 3
Slow
because I
week.
want it. I want it.
Yeah, it is a slow week.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so I'll do an outro then, and we'll go from there.
Nintendo's still bad.
That's a consistent thing.
Mario Party 10 is pretty sweet, though.
But you can't see it.
Yeah, well, you can't. That was a thing that came up. This, I mean, that's been
That came up like
well, that's been
last week.
that
and-
keeps coming up, but I guess was it Joe the Angry Gamer or
Yeah.
something?
Oh, yeah. That.
that thing.
He put up a video, and he put up a video, and then Nintendo took it down, and he just he went off.
Threw kind of a hissy fit.
Yeah. And then Nintendo allowed it to go back up, but he didn't get any of the He didn't get
Yeah.
any of the money.
Yeah, so he's complete, and I'm seeing more and more streamers and YouTubers just go, you know what, this isn't worth the headache.
Because it was Mario Party 10 is on the list of games that they just won't let people have any revenue from, and that list is a hidden list. Nobody knows what that list is besides Nintendo.
So basically, you go in, you play the game, you put in whatever
You
editing
record,
work and whatnot.
You put in your work
If
in.
the words Mario, Zelda, Metroid, or Smash are in the title,
So their entire library.
and Star Fox, probably. I'd actually put solid money in that's the hidden list.
No,
Splatoon probably is fine though.
What was the one that came? What was the zombie shooter for the Wii U?
Zombie
Zombie
U.
U.
That one might not be. You might be a.
I just played the demo of
That
that.
actually did
game
look
is
pretty sweet.
Really fun.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
But who knows? It might be on Nintendo's hidden list.
That might be.
I didn't
that
know
might
there
be
was a
the
hidden
only
list.
game I would
Yeah.
actually play on the Wii U, which that means I would spend $450 on
On-
one game.
On the one hand, I completely agree that like Nintendo's gone off the fucking rails for how much money they're expecting to like bring in and everything else. But then
They'll make it all back with mobile gaming.
whatever. And but on the
They
other
probably
hand,
will.
as far as him getting upset and making like this huge deal about it online, like screw him.
He knew what the
he-
policy was
he knew what
becoming.
right.
Yeah. It's not like they
It just seemed like he was fed up with it, and first off, his name is the Angry, I think it's like Joe the Angry
Gamer or something.
Yeah.
So it's a big surprise. Okay, but like I kind of also understand that it's something he's really into. He went out and spent all this money on this system, and for what he does, it's not only is it something that he enjoys, but it's also a business expense.
And the problem is that they have it that these rates can arbitrarily change, but that it wasn't explicitly stated, and it's because of this of what was happening to him with the Mario Party 10,
Right.
where the people like the general public actually found out that there is a hidden ban list.
Yeah. And that's just going to slowly kill them because, I mean, we were talking about this previously. Streaming in general is becoming more and more popular. Twitch streaming, YouTube, video, Let's Plays are becoming more and more popular. And it's just going to become one of those things where, I mean, I have a streaming channel. We're doing YouTube Let's Plays. How many of us have any plans to do any Nintendo content? Absolutely.
I wanted to do Smash.
You wanted to do, okay, we had one game we had planned. And
probably
because
could have done Mario Party and Mario Kart, but
we could.
they wouldn't have been like heavy anything. So I'm going through this dude's YouTube channel.
Yeah.
No Nintendo.
It's
everything.
It's probably all got pulled.
It did, but it's not like there's a lack of other content. There's Evolve, there's Battlefield Hardline, there's
No, he just basically went off.
Yeah,
on
but
it.
it's not-
it's
he
not
just
worth
got-
his time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
got fed up,
but it's also
that
not like-
Nintendo's just dicking everybody even
but
harder.
every time I see something about this, they're like, oh no, he was a Nintendo streamer. It's like, no, he fucking
wasn't.
wasn't. He's just
No.
Yeah.
And that's not what I was saying. It's just
No, I know, but it's people are stupid.
And then the other side of that is, was he really yes, he's had plenty of time to be fed up with it, and everybody had their outrage as soon as Nintendo announced that they were doing it. But then go ahead and look at it now, where he's got all this publicity from his video getting pulled, and then him putting up a secondary video about his rant, which supposedly I haven't watched it, but
I watched it.
It doesn't have any video content in
No.
it from Nintendo or anything like that.
No.
So that's all everybody's looking at watching that video. So he's got his publicity, he's got all his views, he's milking Nintendo's policy for as much money as he can get, and then he'll move on and do the normal stuff he's been doing.
True.
I mean, great. I mean, your entire shtick is that you're an angry gamer. Go for it.
You're not alone.
That's the main reason why people watch you. So do your thing. Like he's making his money off of his content. Yes, Nintendo has made it difficult to include them in that.
Nigh impossible.
But so it's their loss.
Yeah.
They're not gonna. There's plenty of free content and payable content that he can stream and he can record and put his spin on and get paid for. So
It's just losing it out on a sector of the gaming world.
yeah,
Just on both sides of the coin. It's of watching watching gameplay and producing gameplay.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just the gaming community loses as a whole.
Well, the thing is, I like it, and this has been brought up before. There are so many games that I had no idea about. I probably just based on description or gameplay style itself, I probably wouldn't have been interested in. But seeing it get played, same thing with tabletop games. Will Wheaton has that one show, tabletop on the Geek and Sundry channel, and I started watching that just because I was because I'm also among video gaming, I'm also into tabletop gaming and tabletop RPGs and all that. Pen and paper role playing games. We kind of field all of the gaming stuff here, but video gaming is really just what comes out with more with more news. But it's kind of the same on both hands with both Will Wheaton's tabletop and Twitch streaming and YouTube. Yeah, Will Wheaton.
Will Wheaton?
There are some games that I've legitimately had either never heard of or just had heard described and didn't sound like it was for me, and I see it played, and then all of a sudden, holy hell, I really want that game.
Yeah, just going through a YouTuber's playlist of the games that they play, I really want to play a lot of them just because I'm watching gameplay of it, and I wasn't sure of whether I wanted to buy the game.
That almost secondhand experience allows you to interact with it more so than researching it online or looking at static shots or
watching a produced trailer by the company.
Exactly.
This is why I own Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah, I need to download those and immediately cack my pants.
You're not allowed to play that without me here. I want to be here in person
with the diapers on standby.
Well, that's like a $5 title or something. It's not. It's not expensive.
I bought it before it was even on Steam for like $2. It was on like a Steam other company. Yeah.
I bought it before it was cool.
No, I bought it after it was cool, but before it was on Steam.
Have you seen his sunglasses?
It's the same thing.
So, I actually, for gameplay wise, I watched a couple Let's Plays of Axiom Verge.
Okay. This is not something I'm familiar with.
It's Super Metroid.
Oh, that's right. We were talking about that.
We were talking about
and
it.
That's Super Metroid, like Mighty Number 9 is Mega Man.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
It's pretty much everything that makes Super Metroid, but just it's one guy that did all the programming for it, and he basically made a new Super Metroid. It's ridiculous. I actually, like, after watching gameplay of it, I want to get it now.
Oh wow.
Because it's like the entire it's Super Metroid with all of the problems fixed.
Okay.
Now you have a map.
Metroid is
now
one of
it's a man.
Metroid.
It is now. Now it is a man.
How did I guess?
Metroid is one of those game series that I never really got to get into. Like I there was what was the one that was out on the GameCube? Was that Super Metroid or was that
was
Prime?
Prime.
Yeah, I think that's the only one I may have.
No, Prime was Wii U. The very beginning of Wii U.
No, that was Other M.
There's no Metroid game on the Wii U.
Really?
Fusion?
I can't remember.
Fusion was a title. I forget all.
I own one GameCube game, and that is not it. But it looked interesting enough that it might be my second GameCube.
I think GameCube was Prime.
I think you might be right.
Because I remember seeing the disc for it.
But that one also isn't necessarily the same. I mean, that was more of a first-person shooter.
Prime.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I remember having a demo of Prime on my Wii U. Now, it may have been...
Metroid Prime released on the GameCube.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And then I heard Metroid Prime was good, and then Other M happened, and everybody just kind of shit all over Nintendo because, well, Other M was awful.
Most people's memories for this sort of media are very much like a goldfish. There's that stuff that gets raised up to a pedestal, and you can't talk crap about it, or else you just hate everything.
That's fine because recent studies have shown that the attention span of a human is now less than a goldfish. Thank you, smartphones.
I just blanked out. What?
Exactly.
Huh.
Yeah, but it's just one
Welcome to Redacted, show about games and video game related things.
That's your host, Sean. He's lost his voice because it got too fat for the microphone.
Welcome to episode 7 of Shonen Show.
Welcome to episode 38 of Chaotic Neutral.
Oh, if
I'm tired, so I'm punky. Let's do it.
It's a good thing that this show just now goes off of the name of the release week as opposed to snarky episode titles, because this one would probably be
Everything.
Yeah. God damn it! So much editing in this episode. The last couple
Dude,
of
leave that in. That was
last
awesome.
couple of episodes have been really good about not having to edit hardly anything. Jeez.
That's fair.
No,
I'm exhausted.
that's absolutely going to get left in. Fuck it.
We
that
have
is
time
not
to fill.
God damn it.
We don't have shit to fill. We're fine.
Do you need another adapter? Do you need an adult?
I don't know what's going on. It just, my headset keeps cutting in and out.
Take another adapter.
I don't know. If, maybe it's the adapter. Because like I unplug it and then I plug it back in and still.
You are using a 3-prong in
Yeah.
that goddamn
Yeah,
thing.
it
We
just-
already know they don't work right.
It just crackles out. Like nothing will touch it and it just crackles out and
Yeah,
nothing.
they just
I'm using that one.
I noticed.
But
anyway.
whatever. I'll deal.
Yeah.
Cut that
Yay,
out.
Logistics.
Anyway, what else we got? Going back to Mortal Kombat X, the selfie fatality by Cassie Cage, which is
I just love that whole franchise just fully recognizes that they're insane. And
it's
then
awesome.
just embraces it.
No, it's absolutely awesome that they do that sort of crazy shit.
Though I need to watch more. There's a selfie fatality.
Yeah. It's one of the characters. Like the video that was put up, she cuts off another character's jaw, and before the character falls over, grabs her by the back of the head, pulls over, takes the phone out. You see a flash, and you see it uploaded to a Facebook style
Friendship.
website called Friendship.
Because
And
the
then-
friendship's from Mortal Kombat 3?
I think it was 3. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah, but that was that was pretty good.
Oh, it's herself. It's Cassie fighting herself.
Oh, was it Cassie
Yeah.
fighting Cassie? Someone had said it looked like.
I thought it might have been Sonya, but it's
That's who. Yeah, that's right. You said
but
it.
actually looking at it.
It's Cassie fighting Cassie.
Which makes great sense if it's a selfie.
Shut up.
God damn it.
Well, I mean, words mean things. That's why we use them.
I hate you.
I know.
And on that note, it's a light week. Half of this is getting cut. No,
Yeah, like a quarter.
Edited.
edited. We have edited. We're professional. We're gonna cut all of that.
By the power of editing.
And on that note, it's been a light week. So until next week, I've been Sean.
I'm EJ.
I'm Lynch.
I'm Lucci.
Thanks for listening and keep gaming.
By the power of Grayskull, I have the power!
Damn it.